Yes, you are said today we are going to beam our torchlight on the five eastern states. Invariably, people usually talk about the five eastern states at one point or the other. So today we decided to make it a topic of discussion about the five eastern states and what is really going on within the states. And, always our target is to, you know, um, improve our environment and where things are not going on well, we usually make it known. It's not all about shouting up and down that this one is happening here or this one is happening there. Sometimes we say what is not happening so that there will be a way of bringing it to the limelight and possibly corrections. So, but in this video, I will not personally talk much on these five Eastern governors to avoid accusation that probably trying to be biased or something. So I want the viewers, the viewers should make your observations. And secondly or thirdly, let me still warn that your observations and the utterances should not be based on what you see in this video. It should be based with the general knowledge we have about the Southeastern states and nothing more, nothing less. I hope you get me very clear. Don't judge based on what you see on this video alone, because you will not see much on this video. What you see is just some clips of some of the five eastern states, not even all. So please judge with what you know about the five eastern states and the areas that needs improvement. What is going on that is good? One, what is not going on that is not good? These are the things that we need to know from you guys. Is a kind of assessment of the situations, because children that goes to school, even adults, at every semester or at every term, they have report card. So we want to do our own assessments to know how far we are going. Please, I know politicians cannot be, stopped from doing their politics, and some other die-hard people that move from one channel to the other to cause trouble. We are still watching you. So that is the point about this video. So for the benefit of that, we have Anambra State, we have Imo State, then Abia, Enugu, and Ebonyi State. These are the five eastern states that we are talking about. And by the time that, if possible, the southeast is not measuring up to other geopolitical zones, because we have only 5 states as against others that have 6 and 7. That is what people have been saying, to create an extra state in Southeast, at least to measure up with other geopolitical zones with their number of states. Southeast is the least with 5 states, And if possible, they should look into the creation of a Neoma state. A Neoma will solve this problem, and a Neoma, that is the Igbo speaking part of Delta State. If there is a way they can create it, carve it out with part of River State that speaks Igbo, they can actually do that to complete the 6 states in the Southeast region. Yes, our assessment of each state in the Southeast should include the performance of the governors. You can bring in your own way of assessing the governor. I will not want to restrict anybody on the way of assessment. Just assess him the way you think they are. And aside the governor's assessment, you will also assess the state, what is happening in the state, and the past, things that has happened in the state. I hope you get the point. You can assess the governor, which is number one. Then the states should also be assessed based on the history of the states, including the creation and probably the revenue the state is getting. All this should form part of the assessment we are talking about. Also, a kind of reminder, when assessing the governors, you can assess the time, as how long the governor has been in the office and what the governor was or is able to put on ground, not forgetting the nature of the job done so far, talking about probably the quality of work that you see, and just other criteria you can think of. I don't want to restrict people from using any criteria, and I still want to maintain that. But I just chipped in one or two things that we need to know and will guide us in this discussion. Yes, I don't want people to create impression that this is a way of fighting. No, it is not for fighting. It is the way to extract what is good and what is not going on well within a Southeast region. And that is exactly what we are doing. Okay, so that impression of people will start talking down on other states or whatever, it is not encouraged, except on assessment, as in that this thing is not proper. You just say it, that this thing is not the way it ought to go in some regards. So, but the aim is to extract the good aspects and extract the bad aspects, so people can see it and know what we are talking about generally concerning Southeast states and their governors. So that's a good point I have dropped here concerning this video that you have come to watch. Please, I beg you to handle this with maturity and with a sense of responsibility. Thank you.